Mr. Twist presents the Naveed Mahbub Show.
Look at you, Naveed, in your very glamorous room.
Hi, how are you?
Very well indeed. Very well indeed.
That's actually a fake background.
It is, isn't it? You're moving. That's disgraceful. I think that's boring. Can't you have the battle star? I think it's better when you're on the Death Star. It makes it interesting. I'm just in a white room.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So how are things going?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, look, that's weird, isn't it? In terms of all the things you want in your life, your family around you, time to do things you wouldn't normally do. They're all positives, I suppose. It's the impotence I think everyone's feeling. It's hard to deal with because you can't do anything, you can't fix it. But I think I've come up with a few things that I'm doing now that give me a sense of having some value. But it's a weird time. Naveed, how's it there in Bangladesh?
Well, it's same thing. We're in pretty much lockdown, and very strict lockdown, in fact. So trying to make the best of things, staying at home. And guess what I have with me?
Oh wow, you got the book. Well done.
And yeah, and I've got your you autographed it. There you go. You autographed it. Yeah. I actually.
I think there are lots of positives, Naveed. I think everyone's cooking more. That's a positive. People are spending more time with their family. That's positive. I think it's hard, especially hard if you've got young kids. I think other positives are, I always complain there's never enough time. It's certainly put an end to my prevarication. I have to actually do stuff now. And I think, I don't know, it's, we get to talk like we've had no reason to talk for the previous 4 years. And yet here we are talking. So I like that kind of reconnection is very positive. I think people bizarrely in a world where everyone's too busy to talk are actually talking. And that's a hugely positive thing.
Definitely is. I'm really actually catching up with a lot of people who I haven't talked for a while, and definitely you're one of them. And I'm so glad you were able to make time.
Oh, pleasure. That's because we now have time. Normally, I don't know. It was only a couple of months ago. I think I was saying that Henry and I were looking at days together, and we're going. We haven't got the next available day for a meeting. We've got in 2 months' time. It's crazy. And so now it's like, yeah, sure. When should we chat? Let's chat on Friday. That'll be great.
Cool. Now you're doing this online show for the New South Wales Education or something, right?
Yeah. We've started doing. Obviously, schools are shut here, and the New South Wales Department of Education wanted to do something to launch their learning from home program. So the idea would be, to get, Australia's most famous gardener and one of Australia's famous singers and us to do kind of be like honorary teachers for a day. So we recorded a cooking class. Obviously I've been living with Gary while we were filming the new show with Manu. So it was logical to do it all three of us. So Manu was in Sydney, we were in Melbourne, and we just filmed a 20-minute cooking class for all the school kids in New South Wales, about 600,000 of them. So it was a great thing to do, and it's great seeing now kids making Manu's chocolate mousse and making carbonara and posting pictures of it. And it's a nice way of getting kids used to seeing their laptop as a junction between school and normal entertainment pleasure. I mean, admittedly, it would probably be more effective if we'd been doing a TikTok, but cooking sadly what we do rather than dancing.
That is true.